Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cat on Point. Time for Weigh-In Wednesday. Hi, everybody. We have to talk. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks, I think, since I've made my weigh-in video. And life kind of, stepped up and started handing me more stuff. And I had to step back for a little bit. Suffice to say that, there's a lot that has been happening, trying to keep the homeschooling thing rolling and all the kids where they need to be. But and now, I think it's settling a little bit more. It takes a lot of work to keep them where they need to be academically. And so we're going to be taking a week off at Christmas week. But I think we're settled to the point now that, we're in our groove, and which is great because I really want to focus on, these wonderful holiday festivities during the month of December. So anyway, I'll have to start my cookie baking for our clients coming up. And I'll probably start that tomorrow, putting those together. So anyway, 2 weeks ago, let's get into the weigh-ins. 2 weeks ago, I weighed in on a Wednesday and I did not make a video. I didn't get around to it because that was the beginning of, a lot going on. But I was 1.8 up. And then fast forward to the day before Thanksgiving. And I was busy with the festivities and preparing, and I didn't remember about the weigh-in until it was like after breakfast that morning and quite a bit later, and I was already putting things together and putting the turkey in the brine and everything, and I forgot to weigh in. And so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna have to take a pass this week because I don't even know what I've eaten at this point. And I just felt it wasn't going to be accurate at all, and I didn't want to focus on that at that point. And so I took a pass. And then fast forward again to this week. I am up 1 pound from 2 weeks ago. So that caused me to look at my track record over the last 6 weeks, because now it's been 6 weeks post-op after my hysterectomy, which I'm documenting. I need to do an update on my other channel, which is listed below if you wanted to follow over there. I'm giving way too much information about my personal life here, but it is important because it might help somebody else who's going through that. So anyway, I'm looking at my track record, and this is what I was waiting for, because I said, after the hysterectomy, I honestly was so afraid I was going to be up like 10 pounds after the hysterectomy because I hadn't been able to exercise, right? I hadn't been able to do a lot of things that I was used to doing. Actually, I've been adding in, my walking again, doing my arm exercises again. I'm walking now a half an hour. It's slow still. It's really like 2.0, but it's a half an hour in the morning and a half an hour in the evening. And that to me is like a big difference from what I was doing, which was like almost nothing. And so things are coming back, right? I got on the scale today, and after looking at the last 6 weeks, it looks to me like I have gained 2.2 pounds for the 6 weeks post-op after the hysterectomy. And that to me is not a big deal at all. I'm actually quite grateful for that because I thought I was going to be up so much more. So I will take that. That's fine. But it also caused me to look back at my weigh-ins from, I think it's mid-July, which is when I was just hitting it every week, doing the weigh-ins and doing it. And lots of downs, but also lots of ups and downs and ups and downs. And the downs were always exciting, but it was, it's always a bummer when you get the ups. And I was looking for the average, and it looks to me like I've been losing and gaining, about 5 pounds since July. if I take the average. And so that can be kind of makes you think a little bit. And so that just kind of makes me go, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? At the same time, let me put all that aside and then let you know that since, I have had this surgery, my knee surgery, the colonoscopy this last year, my gut has been through a lot. And I want the bacteria, the good bacteria in my gut to thrive. And I feel like it's just really taken a hit over the last half of the year. So since I want to say August, but no, the colonoscopy was before that. August was my knee surgery. So what I want to do now is I just want to focus on getting the gut bacteria good again. I want my gut to run like it was running like a well-oiled machine, like it was before all of those procedures. And I feel like it's really taken such a hit. Now it's been very important for me to rely on things like Miralax and definitely the stool softener to get through post-hysterectomy. But I'm going on, I'm in my 6th week already. And what I would really like is to be able to get back to just relying on my nutrition, unless I get into those situations where you do need to deal with something like that. And you need to have a backup plan. And I think those tools are amazing and wonderful blessings to get you through these rough spots. But I really would like to, if at all possible, just go back to relying on my nutrition again as much as possible. And if I do need those tools, I know that they're there and I can rely on them. But I'm trying to get it back naturally again. I'm reading a book, and what is it called? It's called Gut Health Revolution, I think. The doctor who wrote it is like a leading doctor from Johns Hopkins University in nutrition. It's a really wonderful book. I don't think that's the entire title. If I'll look it up and I'll put it down in the description bar if you want to check it out. I checked it out from the library. I'm really loving the book. And he talks all about, getting your gut back to flourishing in this area where if it's truly where it's supposed to be, then not only your health will regulate and it affects your immune system, but your weight will regulate as well. Naturally. And so that's what I'm hoping. And I'm thinking, what I'm going to do for a while is, I'm letting you know right now, I really am probably not going to count. I don't think I'm going to count calories or points for the rest of December, because what I want to do is focus on fixing my gut. And so I'm going to be focusing on those foods that are going to do that. That's all of the probiotic and the prebiotic foods, which you'll see over this month. Does that mean that I'm not going to have sugar? Sugar is, not that great for your gut health. But saying I'm going to go through December and not have any sugar is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there eating candy canes or anything, but there's going to be a treat once in a while. It is, because we're going to be going to a lot of places where those things are. I'm going to have one once in a while. But the majority, I'm going to try to stick with like 80-20. So the majority, at least 80 to 90% of my nutrition is going to be on plan, prebiotic, probiotic, trying to heal the gut. And then the 10% will be enjoying, a bit of a treat. So that's what I really want to do. I want to focus on the gut health this month and probably past that. But I'm just looking at December right now. And then I'll come up with a plan, Lord be willing, for January as far as like what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's where I'm at, guys. And looking at the track record was a little frustrating as far as pounds go, pounds up and pounds down. But it was very clarifying. Major win, I feel, after the hysterectomy, just being up 2.2 pounds after 6 weeks. I'm I've got at least a plan for December on what I'm going to do, and that is concentrating on gut health this month. And so I'll show you what that looks like. Oh, also, I want to let you know that I think one thing that's going to really help me to stay focused on that plan is to go ahead and just do a Vlogmas for December. So I will be doing Vlogmas every day in December. Whether or not it's just a 1-minute video or a short or a long video, I'm going to do that. And over on the Sweetwater Place channel, I have to start doing some more decluttering videos. So I'm going to be throwing some of those up over there. If you want to follow over there on the Sweetwater Place channel, it's listed below again. So come with me on that journey. What I did, I think it was a year ago or last year, is I was doing a decluttering journey where I would get rid of 30 things every day. And I think I'm going to go back to that for this month because, yeah, just because. You should see my closet. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go for now. That's the update. How are you doing? I'm going to get back into watching some of my friends and seeing where they're at and seeing how you're doing, you guys. Okay, so I'll let you go. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you later.